seeing your child sick and you're a mom and you can't do anything, and the doctors are trying their very best, but they can't make those things work. She called me from the emergency room and she said, "Mom, something's not right." I said, "Well, what do you mean? You just went in for a regular test."
I was just turned 26 years old and I had started running for stress relief and just to stay healthy. I would have these symptoms of my heart pounding out of my chest. I finally decided to go into the clinic and get it checked out. On that day, I did an echocardiogram where I ran on the treadmill, and all of a sudden that sensation came on. I tunnel visioned, and then I went into what they call as ventricular tachycardia. I saw the panic on their faces. I just remember them getting the crash cart and laying me down on the bed, and because I was in a clinic, they had to call an ambulance. I was very overwhelmed.
It was tough walking in there to see her break down right away. I didn't really know the seriousness of it at the time. All of a sudden the heart started racing again and they were going to do the paddles on her. I'm thinking, this is my daughter. I never thought that something like this would happen to our family.
They told me that I had heart failure after my MRI. I was given a binder, and I just remember looking at the binder and just like in big red letters, it just said heart failure, and how I thought you can't live with heart failure. They had decided that I needed to get the pacemaker, defibrillator, and also be put on heart failure medication along with anti-arrhythmia medication. And I went up to my cousin's cabin and my defibrillator fired. A couple minutes later, it fired again. So I was rushed down to the emergency room. The day after Memorial Day, I had to have an ablation. I was still awake, and it was a 6-hour procedure where they were consistently causing my heart to go into VTAC so they could find the problem areas and then cauterize that. So I would feel my heart speeding up, and then I'd feel a burn for 6 hours. I can't even describe the pain. Then to come to find out that 6 months later, I need to have the surgery again because I once again was having runs of ventricular tachycardia. I was pretty nervous. After that surgery was done, I don't think I was out of surgery for more than 45 minutes, and I started going back into runs of ventricular tachycardia. At that point, I just felt defeated. I just felt like, what more can I do?
And it's very painful watching her then that evening come out and "Mom, my heart is on fire, my chest is on fire." This was the hopeful one. This is the one that was supposed to take care of everything, and she was in there for hours. And he said, "I don't think we can do anything more." The first time he used the word transplant was probably about a year ago. That was a tough day. Jeff and I actually drove home pretty quiet. It's like it's happening to somebody else. How did we get here,
At 30 years old, I didn't think I was going to be told I needed a heart transplant in the next couple of years. And after all of the medications I've tried, I just thought that we were going to find an answer before transplant. I've always been a strong believer in the mind can do amazing things. I decided right after my second ablation that I was going to get involved with the American Heart Association. They give back so much through the research and development. You can just drastically see from year to year new advancements, new medications. I just started a medication that everybody is very excited about, and hopefully will hold off my transplant.
I admire most about Heather's strength with her disease, but she also is using her strengths again with helping other people.
I always knew she was really, really special. She's really outgoing, nothing like me. And she's the one that said, "Mom, we gotta find something good out of this." My biggest fear is that I won't have her, that she'll be gone before myself. In this day and time, I don't understand why they can't understand what happened to Heather. I'm hopeful that someday they will. And I think the more we have research, the more we would have answers to those questions. We want her here. You can't thank people for a life. I mean, it's her life.
My biggest hope is that I get back to running. Once they give me the go-ahead, I am just going to run and run and run and run.